Tonight's match, I thought, we know that Loras is coming in here hungry. They played a really good match with MSOE. They played them really, really tight, so we knew they were going to come in here and play pretty hard against us. And it was a tight first two sets. I thought we did some good things, but focus wasn't totally there. I thought in the third set they did a really good job pushing back and figuring out a couple things on their side of the net. But fourth set, I thought we finally dialed in and kind of figured out what they were doing and proactively kind of went out there and decided to be aggressive in how we were going to address some of the things that they were doing on their side. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. Hats off to Loras. They're doing a really good job figuring some things out on their side. But our guys are kind of coming around, especially after we lost the third.
A little winning streak now.
Yeah.
Marcus, you feel like you guys are really starting to play your best volleyball of the year now? As you just said, 2 wins in a row now. So do you think you're really starting to play your best at this point?
Yeah, I think we're getting a lot better. In the start of the season, we found we got in ruts and we couldn't find a way to get out of them. Now we're not making the same mistake twice, learning from it and getting a lot better.
Eric, what was the key in that fourth set? It seems like you guys kind of struggled a bit in set 3, and then set number 4, you guys kind of just put the foot on the gas pedal, really took control.
No, I think we lost some focus in that third game, but that fourth set we really stepped it up. It really helped on his serving run. Really helped a lot, but main thing was focus.
Any pressure with Glover on the bench?
We trust everyone to be ready to go in whenever they need to.
Yes. It was a little thin, though. It was a little thin.
Well, Rob came up big today.
Yeah, great. Chuck put in an awesome match, no question.
As a setter, Marcus, is it tough trying to, because the team obviously has a lot of different options that you can go to, is it tough trying to really kind of divvy it up to everybody and making sure everyone kind of gets their fair chances out there? Because there's a lot of options you have on your team.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I said, I know everyone can put a ball down. So I mean, most of it's looking at where the other block is, who's playing really well at the time, where the situations are. So just kind of go with how the game is.
Eric, what was it like playing against your brother on the other side today?
Well, it's a different experience, I can tell you that. I mean, growing up for the past 16 years playing sports, same team every time, to finally going to college, going our different ways and playing against each other. It's a lot easier when you beat them, that's for sure. So, I mean, it was a hard adjustment at first, but now going on in the season, it's fun. It's a different aspect.
Coach, for the first-year program, did you come in with set goals and perceptions, and I guess how was this team living up to that?
Yeah, we absolutely came with a goal. We wanted to make the conference playoffs there. That was number one. But we set a lot of smaller process goals along the way. It's like, look, this is what we want our defense to look like. We want to be sure that we're playing well as a team. We want to be sure that our attacking numbers in this range. We want to be sure we're holding our opponents to hitting in this particular range. So we had a lot of set goals like that. To be frank, we didn't meet a lot of them. We have an outside shot at the playoffs. We'll do our best to get there. But there is no question that we have made huge strides forward, and a lot of the really, really big pieces in the foundation we need to be in place for future success is here. Would we have liked to get a couple of those close matches with Dominic and some of those guys? Absolutely, there's no question. But I think there was a lot of small successes along the way. So we had to ask ourselves, do we want to process-oriented or result-oriented in our freshman year? And we want to get super upset about every loss we might take with a young roster. I don't know if that would be the best approach, so we decided we had some smaller process goals that were very important. I think we've been hitting those really well.
Coach, something that we've noticed throughout the year is just for such a freshman roster, it seems like everyone's always so poised. It seems like in every single match. So is that something that you really stress to the young team this year? Because it seems like they do that so well for being all freshmen. Yeah,
they do a really good job, especially bouncing back. I think we've taken some really tough beginnings to some matches. And we always come back and find a way to get a set from somebody and be tough and stand in there. And I think they do a really good job of having confidence in our team system, saying, hey, things might not have gone our way to this point, but we have a team system. We know it works if we just execute skills. And they've managed to just stop, take a deep breath, and then get back in there and execute skills at a really good level in matches where things haven't been going our way. But they're developing a lot of really good things that I think will be very fruitful down the road.
Marcus, you knocked off a ranked team the other day, too. That had to feel good.
Oh, yeah, that felt great. Yeah, it's always fun.
Your team has risen to the occasion against good teams.
Coach, you got another one coming up here too against New Paltz on Sunday. Talk about what you kind of expect to see from them.
Well, the East Coast has a whole lot more teams than we do, and I think they've played a really good schedule so far. They're going to have some seniors and some experience on the court that I think we see in our league a little bit. But our league is actually pretty young right now, so we're going to see some physicality and some experience we might not have seen elsewhere. And when I was scheduling these matches, I just said, hey, look, if that's where we want to be and we want to be a top 15 program, let's schedule them, let's see what they look like, and let's put everything on the floor that we've got to give. And you know what, like, Riviera, that was one we got, so I think that was really great. The guys showed a good effort there, and we'll try and do it again against any New Paltz, but they'll bring a really good game, but we'll be ready for it.
Thanks, Coach.
Good luck.
Thank you.